Do they always open that way? Oh. Okay. Alright, so we're back at Zendria for some more Disciples of the Moment. So it was Manasai that had something for us. Haven't you noticed there aren't any female Nord or red guards or orcs in this realm? Well, at least if you look at the permanent civilized citizens. What a loss for my ideas. Ah, there she is. She must have been in bliss for some reason. Rumors. Problems with people like Yan, Tissim, and Abi. No sense of and for beauty. She and her disgusting and insulting portrayals of nude bodies and intimate acts, that is no art. How can I help? It's time yet? Is it ready? And? Yes, it is ready. So you can take it with you to capture what can't be captured. For my next painting, I need a very specific and vibrant shade of decay. The one green that can show the true nature of dementia. It is part of a being that can't be caught, can't be harvested. Ever saw those sparkles flying around? Golden in mania, green in dementia? There's one here. Manasai knows, yet it is of no use. These beings, dementia wisps, as I call them, are without body. They seem to be manifestations of the Isles Magica, hard to pin down. Even with the magic, it is nearly impossible task. Spells go right through them, annoying. How to capture one then? This is the important question. Other beings of Isles are bathed in its magica, transforming it like a carrot transforms light into sugar. It is the case for the gigantic mushrooms littering the land. Some in dementia produce a very thick, very clingy tar, one that even is able to affect the dementia wisps. Not alone, however. I've put together a set of ingredients that will unleash themselves if near a wisp ripe with tar, when the wisp will be able to be reaped by a spell I've invented. The spell will hurt the wisp more than you, and you'll be able to acquire some of its dust. That is all I need to have. Gather it for me so I can continue on my painting. I need this color. Here's the spell and the components. Manisa advises you not to eat them, Yeah, dementia was. I just tried to cut one open. It didn't even bleed, and my pet wasn't able to eat them. They're boring. Rumors. I wanted to buy Watcher's Eye Manor, but the ambassador in New Sheath responsible for house ownership and dementia disappeared. That's why I came here. It's my house. Well, I'm sharing it. Dementia wisp. They are not hard to identify. Green sparkles flying through the air, passing through just everything. Just step into the path of one, will go right through your body. I need one for the coloring of my newest painting. Without their color, it would just look pale and uninteresting. Where to find one ripe with tar? Most dementia wisps seem to avoid the tar, if they can call it avoiding. I'm not sure if they are more than a natural occurrence, like clouds. Clouds don't do anything on their own, too. While traveling along the streets of dementia, I once saw the perfect dementia wisp flittering around a mushroom ripe with tar. I'm not sure where it was. It was not that far away from a village, and a parting of the ways. More I cannot recall. I'm sorry. Never forgive you. Dementia wisp sounds dangerous. The will of the wisps can be treacherous. Be careful. Yeah, I don't think they help any. I'll save this for later. Dementia wisp. Useless glitter. Yeah, you can ask the guards if they want to join, but they both deny you. I think later on you might be able to convince them. Let's go.
Yes.
No. I guess not. Sometimes Haskell will have things to say. So, don't think anyone else is helpful. So we need a wisp that is at a parting of ways and near a village. Near a road fork. So it took a while. I traveled along the roads. Okay. And found a Fellmore over here. And around this fork in the road, there's a giant mushroom right here. Right there. And there's, you can see the little sparkle just fluttering around the tar. So yeah, you just gotta walk on the roads until you find that. Guys need some help? You guys got it. You just jump on up. Walk on up. The volatile components, Manissa, Manissa, gave me released himself. I should now be able to cast the spell and collect some sparkle dust. I always come up with weird pronunciations of people's names. Elder Scrolls isn't very helpful with all its weird name. Manissa's Sparkle Catch. So, yeah, that's gonna damage like all my attributes. I was able to acquire some dust from the Dementia Wisp. Rad. Oh, there she is. Manissa. Okay, whatever. Blessing of the Mag. I've got your dust. You do? Many thanks. Now I can give one of my masterpieces its finishing touches. It will enlighten you. Just wait and see the bleakness of reality. How can I help? Still mixing up the right colors. Everything must be perfect.
Your lips.
Nothing new there. Do a little run.
Speak.
How can I help? You want to help? Make that Longius Curio stop. He's annoying us with some idea about growing a mushroom or something. I'd rather tend to my art. Mushrooms are boring. Longius Curio. Growing mushrooms. Yes, it's quite ingenious. A traveling merchant came by and had some Tavani spores with it. Ever saw those big mushrooms in Morrowind? Exactly those kind of things. So I've acquired one, and Yan Tissum Zenabi already tended to the spores. Now I only need to find someone to go out there and plant them. Where to plant them? So you volunteer? Oh, that's too sweet of you, Cupcake. It's difficult to describe. Yan Tissum said the spores know best where to take root, so you just need to run around with them outside of the ruin. Don't keep them too tight. And I'm sure we have a lovely mushroom soon. So here they are. And now happy planting. It will take a week for them to grow if everything works. So after you planted them, take a look at them from time to time. And thanks again, Pumpkin Pie. Mold of the moment. So yeah, I think after the mushroom grows, then you could start working for the Mania side, or the Dimension side if you were working for Mania before. So the place to put them is just right over here, where you killed the Scalon before. And just walk all around the outside. Thought it was right here. Okay. So, there it is, and it'll take a week. I guess, if you have water walking, you can't really plant them because you're not near the ground enough. Alright, so now we're waiting again. Oh. Time to go to 19 voids. Alright, so here we are in 19 voids. People dancing all around. Did she die? Yeah. That's weird. I've never seen this happen before, but I guess if that glitch happens, just make sure you come when she's not sleeping. I think it might have been caused by one of those, you know, mods where you lay down in the bed. I also tried to do the quest where you sleep in the bed, and it kind of messed up because of that mod, so when I do that one I'll have to deactivate that mod. Welcome to the 19 Voids. Daedra Seducer. I already told you most details of my kin, or didn't I? We're wanderers of the void, always searching for a place, a new mission, whatever. None of us is like the other. We're one of the few free spirits out there, maybe the only free spirits at all. Atronachs and the beasts are free, but don't have a mind to appreciate this. Most humanoid Daedra can think, but are also in long-lasting bindings. They've got spirit, but no freedom. Trust me, being free and having a spirit may have its disadvantages, but there's also much to experience, to live for. In its own twisted way, it's great. General. She's certainly one of the... yeah. I think that was a different line. She's certainly one of the sweetest mascats, isn't she? Something like that. Tome of Laughing. Great work getting rid of that evil tome. Mortals falling under its influence are so much less fun around here, so thanks. You still seem to be halfway sane. As sane as anyone here can be, that is. Well, if you like, I need help. A damsel in distress needs to be rescued. Damsel in distress? Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. To be honest, a plain summoner succeeded in binding one of my brethren. More so, he trapped her anima. This cannot be tolerated. Some summoners, using scamps as pets for their kids, or summoning mascats for a night of erotic games is one thing. Trapping and imprisoning one of my brethren? No. I've already tracked down the summoner. He's in Mundus, Sage Glen Hollow. So find him, dispose of him, and retrieve Teshekru. Retrieve? Yes, she was soul trapped. Get the soul gem then, What to do with the soul gem? Good question. That's what I'm thinking about. Although, let me first give you a small magical tracking device, which should help you find the conjurer. Teshekru can't go back where she came from. Shade Perilous is in ruins, not accessible anymore. The Isles? Well, I'd like to see her rescued. I don't want competition around here. While I'd like to see her rescued, I don't want to see competition. Isn't there some kind of Daedra group in Cyrodiil? Bring her to them. They should be able to help a sister in need. Would you like to join them? Would you want to join the Stranded Light? Oh, certainly. Let me ruin my fun, change my way of life, and when they're done, make me fall from grace, like the third one. Right, of course I'm gonna do that. Not. Nope, she doesn't want to join. Oh. I think I can't. No, I can't ask these ones. Want to join the Stranded Light? You're joking, right? If not, know that I would never join a bunch of boring losers like them. I'd rather stay with Turumin and cope with her desires and feast on their results. Yeah. So, her group kind of sucks the force out of mortals and thinks some Daedra. So, they're not interested. And even if they were, they'd give it a bad name. Breaking the monopoly. Merendin has changed once again. It is now home to someone able to create new spells. Ahtize. I always just say Ahtize. Ahtize. People that can't get into the Arcane University now come to us, which is a great start. Although you should see the faces many high elves make. An Exibla? No problem. Her kind? Ouch. Few members. Don't think so. We even have a Marimer and Holmes Wraith in our ranks. It's pretty impressive, don't you think? All females. Ahtize is a valuable addition to our guild, regardless of her gender. While yes, I begin to see the impression that the Stranded Light can make. The Stranded Light is open to everyone, regardless of gender or race. You know that. I don't know that. I am a Daedra and a woman. A beautiful woman. Kane.
Good day.
Rumors. No.
Good day. Well,
Gonna go save a Daedra Seducer. Anyone got any complaints about that? Nope. Alright. Hey, this room is in use now. Ahtize. Merendin. A lot better than the partly submerged cave I hid in after the shipwreck. And as a bonus, it's close to Black Marsh and the place I stayed. So it didn't took me long to get here. It's interesting to study these Daedra. Often Daedra only appear either as a menace or as servants. You don't see the full scale of their behavior then. Here, well, in addition to a roof and a dry bed, I can learn a lot too. And this... yeah, that was all. Race lore. Oh, I would love to flood this hole, make a nice little underwater house out of it. No, of course not. Sigh. I've already been asked about myself. Better look elsewhere. Want me to go to elsewhere? Spell Stranded Light. I have worked with worse people. Half of the crew of the ship I traveled with was even more grumpy than Karashivuel on one of her bad mornings. You can't always choose the people you're going to stay with. They're alright. They haven't raised pitchforks or called the Imperial Legion or other nonsense, and it's a lot more comfortable here than where I was before. They don't bother me, so I don't bother them. Simple. Spell making. Alright, whatever you wish. I don't want to make a spell.
It's my
Alright, so on to get Teshekru. Reveal. So, Damsel in Distress. Nice little custom quest icon. I think most of them have custom icons. Sage Glen Hollow. No. Not good. That ghost breathing behind me scared me. Thank you. So this quest does have a quest marker. It's not really necessary, it's just sort of a joke, you know, giving you a little tracking cookie. I think that's what it's called. Yep. Can I drop it? I can't drop it. Some life detect in here. There he is.
Take care. What is it? Any news?
So a Daedra Seducer capturing a Daedra oh, it's just cloak. Ah, damn. Oh, yeah, I did kill him. Perfect madness. Sure. And a colossal black soul gem. I've got Teshekru's soul gem. Now, I was asked to bring it to the stranded light. There. Another visitor.
I hope I...
Can you help me? Can you... another quest. Damsel in distress. You've got what? No, I'm no expert for this kind of magic. Better ask Karashivuel about it. Just the lighting made her face look half black. Kara. I keep getting these like random freezes when they change, like it just pauses suddenly when they change their outfits or what they're currently doing. Gotta process that AI. What is it? Damsel in distress. You've got what? A trapped Daedra seducer. How ironic. This can help us bring some light in a lot of things. Great. Although, I'll take that from you. See what I can do. Alright, I'll take Daedra Seducer. I remember working together with a few of them a long time ago. What a mess it was. What is it? Rumors. Teshekru once said that No idea what she's talking about. So... yeah. Gotta go back to the Isles. Oh, see, now she's sleeping just fine. Guruman, welcome to the 19th Voice. Damsel in distress. She's rescued? Many, many thanks. This ought to teach those conjurers a lesson, once and for all. Here, take this little trinket. It's a souvenir from Shade Perilous. May it bring you more luck than their previous owners. Stop giving me heavy things. Tracking cookie removed. Gear hammer replica. So I think I cut the part where I actually fought Kennerol. But yeah, she has a gear hammer like this. And yeah, don't leave things on the ground at Merendin, because the cell gets reset when visitors show up, or when things change. Alright, so now let's check in with Kara. What is it? Daedra Seducer. It was back then, the days of Hayman Cameron, first sacking of Kavach. Thinking about it, the Camerons must truly have something against Kavach. While most of us were fighting, some of the Daedra Seducers actually managed to use their gifts, sneak into the fortification, and open gates and other barriers. Most of them, however, were flirting, kissing, and riding men, while we were slaughtering and getting slaughtered. Well, they did suck out the life of their affairs, nevertheless. It was a bit embarrassing. Stranded light again? Ah, you've come to hear my opinions. How, what's the Cyrodiilic word? Scamp dung? No, that's not. Probably something along the lines of interesting but useless. I don't know. Cyrodiilic is not the best language to curse. That I can tell you. Oh, I can ask about everyone now. I've heard enough. Ha! Finally. Rumors, unlike most have little use for hierarchy, but a strong hatred towards subordination. Have little use. Teshekru. A Daedra seducer under observation for now. She doesn't seem to be able to change her form. That's a good sign, I guess. So not all of your kind exhibit those form-changing abilities, at least not to their full extents. Rumors. While Daedra are mortals, similar to mortals' fear of death, we fear the void, and must master our fears. While there is no death, there is change, madness, and despair. So yeah, that Teshekru opens up a lot of options for Kara. I think because at one point there was kind of plans for Kara and Teshekru to be competing romances. Not sure how Kara would work because she doesn't quite have the same vulnerability. I'm sure there's a certain, like, oh, you discover that she's actually... You were the one that freed me, are you not? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? I do not know how much time I had spent in my prison. Time lost its meaning, seconds stretched to centuries, thoughts and memories hammering onto your mind. and you begin to hallucinate, go mad, build your own paradise and hell. I've seen Shade perilous, fallen time and time again, and then you came, and I was suddenly stranded in Mundus. It may be Lockram's prison, but I am no longer caged. Oh, I am confined here, but it is a whole lot better than my last prison. And I can't stop asking myself, why did you rescue me? I was bored and needed something to do. I couldn't resist a seducer's charm. Information gathering. Just had to free you. Do not make me regret my action. Sure. You're one yourself. A strange creature you are. So yeah, you can ask her a lot about paintings. Stranded like
Have you
rumors?
seen a land
No, she doesn't have rumors. At least
Have a
not
look
yet.
around. You won't find better prices.
So yeah, she sells items. Guess she's like the innkeeper right now. And spells. So you can ask about paintings, Merendin, erase, all that stuff. We'll get into that later, it's kind of involved. She also responds to a lot of different situations. Like if you come to her naked, which means having no items of value on, because it's hard for Oblivion to recognize that you're naked, so it goes by the gold value. So right now I'm naked because soul reavers are worth nothing. If you're wearing clothes that are worth nothing, she'll act like you're naked even if you aren't. But yeah, she has a lot of stuff going on with her. And with Kara, I don't know, I guess she could have been made to, you know, like, soften up and, oh, I was just joking, I keep this image up of me being violent. Still, it's still not fixed. I think it gets fixed eventually, but, nah. Just walking along and oof. Oh, they added this. The bed did. Oh, Ahtize's bed. Yeah, I probably would have been a bit hard because Teshekru has a lot of stages and dialogue as it is. I mean, I'm not sure how it would work with Kara because she's free to move however she wants. Another visitor, hidden elf. Rumor. Yeah, so we might get into Teshekru, not like that, in the next video, or we might go to a different mod, because last, 4 have been integration only. We'll see. Well, see you next time.